Okay, there was a reason we need to go back to camp, and a reason we need the water. If you remember, there was a bonfire here that we wanted to get some stuff out of. Whoa. Yeah, that definitely looks like the future.
Oh no. It's starting again. It's amazing. Everything's changing. Everything. Everything is mutating, and I haven't even moved. I don't understand. I don't understand anything.
I think he has the disease. He's going through what everyone else describes.
Here goes.
Like
maybe we can still salvage something from the fire. Now that the fire is out, I don't intend to carry this rusty bucket around anymore. I'll get rid of it.
Worst fire extinguisher ever.
Burned remains of clothes, books, and toys. That's all that's left of the bonfire rod lit.
Here's $1.
Oh no! Here comes that sensation again. It's like floating in a dense liquid, while everything around me is transformed. Good God. I think I'm starting to lose my mind.
That was weird. I wonder if it just happens at random times. Okay. Give her the burnt doll.
I'm not proud of what I'm about to do, but I need to find out that secret Rose is keeping from me. And if she wants her baby, I'll give her back her baby. I brought you your baby, Rose.
Uh-huh. Oh, we lost sound again. Did you bring me my baby, Mr. Sleepyhead? You kept your word. You brought me my baby.
Now I need you to bring me a crib, like the one in the picture, Mr. Sleepyhead. And then I'll tell you the secret, the key that opens your chest of dreams.
Maybe we can make one.
Let's see. I'll use the rusty nails to attach these two objects together.
This work?
You've brought me a cradle for my baby, Mr. Sleepyhead. But it's no good. It's not like the one in the picture. There's no rocker, see? So the cradle won't rock. I can't rock my baby to sleep. Bring me a cradle like the one in the picture.
Okay, don't worry, Rose. I'll keep looking.
Oh man, that would get annoying after a while, wouldn't it? Let's see. Let's take some of this. And
Let's see.
There.
I'll use the electrical tape to join these two objects. The bad news is that I just used up all the electrical tape.
Oh well. That work?
Thank you. Now I can rock my baby to sleep and sing to him.
Now I need you to tell me that secret you promised to reveal if I brought what you asked.
Yes, our secret. I have something that belongs to you, Mr. Sleepyhead. It's the key that opens your chest of dreams. And now, it's yours again.
But it's a real key. Where did you get it?
I found it in your jacket after Rod and his wife gave me your clothes. When I got to my room, the key fell on the floor and made a clinking sound. I had just seen you sleeping in their trailer, like a big bear. And then I figured it out. It was the key to the chest where you were keeping your dreams. Because you like to dream, don't you? Of course you do. That's why your name is Mr. Sleepyhead.
The key that opens my chest of dreams. Thank you very much for your help, Rose. Take good care of your son. I should be going now.
No, please. Don't go. Don't leave me here. Now that I found my baby, I have to get away from here. Far away. I have to get away from the haunted castle. If you leave, more men will come and hurt me, and they'll lock me up in the dark again. And I can't stand the dark. That's when those soldiers come back and take me with them. And now they'll want to hurt my baby, too.
The hunter was clear. I mustn't get mixed up in his affairs, or there'll be hell to pay. I'm sorry, Rose. I can't do anything.
Mr. Sleepyhead, I can't stand it anymore. Don't let them touch me again. Please help me. You have to get me out of here. Like the knight in the stories. You're my knight, and I'm your princess.
Oh, good God. This is unbearable. Victims and executioners. That sums things up. And what was I? What was my role before the Great Wave? Damn it. I can't just leave that poor girl to her fate. I have to do something to save her, even if I don't know what that is yet. I'll help you, Rose. I'll help you get out of here.
Thank you, Mr. Sleepyhead. Do you promise? Will you be my knight in shining armor?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna have to figure out a way of getting her. Alright, in the meantime, I bet that key goes to his apartment. Go back to downtown. This way, right? Door.
Of course. It's locked. And I think it's better if I don't try to pick the lock. I could be mistaken for a burglar. And the last thing I need right now is for someone to call the guards patrolling this area.
Well... Oh look, it's got a little Chinese symbol on it. Try this.
Let's see if my intuition is correct.
Hey, look at there.
Yes. The key that opens my chest of dreams is a key that in fact belongs to Michael Argent, photographer. The key to my own apartment.
Uh-huh. Key to his own apartment.
The outside of this closet is covered with photos cut out of magazines and newspapers. It looks disproportionately huge in this tiny apartment.
Uh-huh.
Wow, a classic model of that famous brand of instant cameras gathering dust on one of the shelves.
Wait a minute, didn't he, wasn't he supposed to take a picture of a fuel depot?
No, I'd only rip it if I tried to pull it down without first taking out the screws. It's the backdrop I used for the photography I did at home. It's hanging down from that wooden beam, held in place with screws. The corner of a photograph peeking out of this old music box.
Ah. Oh, we lost sound again. You can do it, Emily. Oh, so he remembers. Yep, now I remember her. Emily, okay. That's his wife. So now he's got to find Emily. Oh, and she's pregnant. All your fault. Oh, let me guess. He'd been drinking. Where are you? What are those messages? I'm glad I turned on subtitles. Oh, I turned the music off, so that's
This melancholy music makes my hair stand on end. I seem to be hearing the sad voice of Emily in every note. Where are you? How can I find you? It has a multitude of little drawers, all labeled in alphabetical order. The existence of something so logical and orderly in this place surprises me. Judging from the state of my place, I was obviously a rather messy person.
obviously. tab.
News and reviews. That's the name of this newspaper. Now I understand. This file cabinet holds copies of newspapers and magazines my photos appeared in. It seems like as a photographer, I was very fond of my own work. News and reviews. It's one of the many publications I was saving inside the file cabinet at home.
Interesting. Let's see, what's in tab.
Sandy Ridge Sentinel. The title of this publication appears on the front page. First, I'll put the newspaper I took back in its place. As much as I might like my old photos, I have no intention of carrying around any more paper than necessary. Sandy Ridge Sentinel. I don't see anything noteworthy in this local newspaper, except for a pair of excellent photographs.
Whoop, I didn't want to do that.
Union Country Messenger, one of the many newspapers stored in the filing cabinet. The New Truth, that's the name of this newspaper. First, I'll put the newspaper I took back in its place. As much as I might like my old photos, I have no intention of carrying around any more paper than necessary. The New Truth, the newspaper for those who have woken up. It looks like a decent publication, even though it was produced on a shoestring budget.
Huh. Alright, I think this is the one we actually wanted.
It seems like a good idea, but the GPS signal is very weak in here. I think it would be better to use it in an open area rather than indoors.
Downstairs. Okay, now let's try.
Of course. The letters T and T on the letterhead of Sarah and Chris's note stand for the newspaper, The New Truth. I'll enter the address of the newspaper office shown on the front page. The map indicates a place near the main avenue of the city. Will it still be standing? Let's go find out.
Act 4, Old and New Truths. Alright. Uh-oh, we lost our sound again. That's the person I saw in my vision. What is his name? Chris. Looks a little old to be Chris.
Michael, I'm so glad to see you again. After all that time without hearing from you, Sarah and I feared the worst. But tell me, why didn't you come sooner? Where have you been all this time?
From his enthusiastic welcome, it looks like this man and I were good friends in the past, before the entire world collapsed. But can I trust him? I don't know. Do I have any other choice? It's a long story, Chris. Very long.
I'm all ears, old friend.
Tell him everything I can remember. The few things of my memories since waking up in Rod's trailer. I see a mixture of tenderness, compassion in his face. Something I haven't seen in anyone else since waking up. Slightest doubt. I can trust this man.
I'm sorry for everything that happened, Michael. Sarah and I had been trying to get in touch with you for a long time, but the Great Wave made it impossible to find you. Now I know why. As a matter of fact, she went out to take that note to your house. I haven't seen her since. Tell me, did you find Sarah? Did she tell you she was coming here?
Sarah? I'm sorry, but I just found this handwritten note on the door. That's all.
Of course, forgive me. You already told me that you were blanked. You don't remember her. Sarah is my wife. Emily and she were close friends. In fact, they ran the Beechwood Oracle bookstore together, right below your apartment. That's how you started working with us at The New Truth. And the two of you, Emily and you, became like family to us. I want you to know that what happened to Emily affected us deeply, Michael. Sarah was devastated. We could hardly bring ourselves to speak to you at the time. I'm so sorry for what happened to her.
What the hell are you talking about?
Good God. Don't tell me you don't remember that either. Emily died, Michael.
But that's impossible.
I'm sorry to be the one to make you relive that hell.
You yourself told Sarah and me on the phone a little while before you returned home. It happened while the two of you were in Japan, scarcely a few days before the Great Wave. Assignment. Do a photo essay of the strange lights that had been sighted in the sky over Tokyo. So you got all photographed. Emily went with you. You decided to use the trip as a chance to work on your marriage. Oh, that's why the key ring had a Chinese symbol. It was actually a Korean symbol. Ah, she had a miscarriage. Financial problems, miscarriage, violence. Couldn't take it anymore. You were putting her through too much back then. Only a rough patch. Yeah, I became an alcoholic. Things were getting better. Everything will go back to the way it was. I promise. Emily started to feel sick. Got very fast. Faint spells, vomiting, running a fever. Ooh, she wanted it dissolved. Nearest hospital. Emily, what happened? A few hours. They told you she was dead. Wow. They wouldn't even let you see her body. They wouldn't let you see her. Probably because she melted. Japanese authority hustled you off on the next plane. It was all very strange and disconcerting. And the very night you arrived, the Great Wave hit. Now I remember. I remember everything. Pale, haggard-faced. Don't worry, it's nothing. Everything will be alright. Oh, the eyeball. Then I saw it. I could see how time was stopping, little by little.
Emily can't be dead. She talks to me. I've been hearing her voice for some time now. You must think I've lost my mind.
From the little we were able to talk to you before you got back, we could see that her death hit you terribly hard, Michael. You felt extremely guilty for the way you treated her those last few years. You said you would never be able to forgive yourself. It's possible that the pain warped your mind, but it's also possible that what is happening to you is real.
If Emily died before the Great Wave, how can what's happening to me be real?
Let me tell you something. In spite of the catastrophe, at the new truth, we've never stopped working. For Sarah and for me, this newspaper is our life. And since the Great Wave, our contacts and confidential sources haven't stopped bringing us the most incredible and chilling information you could imagine. Thousands, no, millions of unexplained phenomena are taking place simultaneously all over the world, Michael. We're living through the strangest and most confusing times in our history, and any hypothesis, no matter how crazy, must be taken into consideration, even what you just told me. There's no question that something extraordinary is happening all over the world because of the Great Wave, the emergence of the dissolved, and our gradual approach to the dead synchronicity point.
Ooh, synchronicity.
Yes, the Great Wave. People have been telling me about it since the moment I woke up.
Everyone talks about it, but no one really knows what it is. Did you know that the catastrophe didn't just strike here, but all over the world? They keep us isolated and misinformed, but that's the